and he's doing an amazing architecture for the platforms. Now for Pico, there's actually a few interesting news. I don't know if you have followed the news. He will share more details about that. Jimmy, stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Farhad. I was so happy to get an invitation to speak at this event because I'm working as a tech lead on a new team at Pico called the Spatial ML team. And what we're doing is basically what you guys are interested in, like getting AI integration into XR. So all kinds of tools for that. And this is our first project in that Spatial ML umbrella. So I'll tell you a bit about it. It's called SecureMR. And the idea behind it is we want to be responsible about how we do AI integration into XR. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What are the opportunities in our AI? It's like limitless, because a lot of the new things that are coming down the pike are like AI models that allow you to do almost anything. All kinds of interesting features are coming down the pike. There's also amazing tools to make things easy for you to train your own custom models or collect training data for providing more interesting features for your XR applications. In other news, LLMs are getting smaller and our hardware is getting better. So LLMs are just the next step to come onto the device. So you can basically run all these things on your device and even provide much more functionality for your XR apps. So on the other hand, we kind of have to be also very careful and judicious about how we use AI, because there's been, within the AI industry, there's been a large-scale abuses of existing data, scraping the internet, and stealing artists' work. Those kind of things have been happening all over the place, and so users and artists and content creators are getting more protective and more considerate about how they use private information that belongs to other people. As an example, when you use a headset camera images, like the camera image API, you require user permission to actually start using it. But even when that user permits you to use their images, they probably don't know all the connotations of that. Like what is actually going to happen. Users are getting more savvy, but there's still a lot of unknowns for them. So how do we protect them protect the users at the same time, provide functionality that will be useful to them, because we have all this power that's available to us. So that's what SecureMR is for. This is a solution for providing features that we can get from AI models, and yet protecting the user's data, private data. So what is SecureMR? It's a framework that runs in a secure, privileged OS process environment. It has access to the NPU, which is like an accelerator for AI workloads, and so it can run ML models performantly. It also has access to camera image data within the secure service. So this is basically how first-party algorithms like hand tracking, etc. work. So there's nothing new here so far, but in SecureMR, we basically provide an API so that your application can use this secure service so that it can accelerate AI workloads and get access to camera images. So how does it do that? You take your ML model, your custom ML model that you've gotten from an open source place or that you've trained yourself, and then you send it down into our service, which runs it in this inference engine in an accelerated fashion. The output of that ML model contains sensitive data, so we cannot send it back to the application. So how do we use it? We provide a renderer as well inside the secure service. So the application can send down render GLTF commands or other render commands so that it can use the output of the ML model and do something with it. In addition to that, to implement this ML feature, you typically need a lot more other data processing and interesting operations that happen within that secure environment. So we provide a graph-based data processing pipeline with useful operations like VST access, model inference, 2D to 3D conversions, and other OpenCV kind of operations. And you're able to synchronize rendering within the secure environment. So basically what happens is your whole application, most of the MR parts of it run completely within the secure environment. So you never expose the user's data outside of the secure environment. So it's very safe for the user's data. So the highlights of this is your user's privacy is preserved, and you basically get goodwill from the user. You don't need a user permission dialog to distract them because none of their data is being accessed. The NPU is, you're allowed to use the NPU, and it's orders of magnitude faster. So all your features work way faster than anything you can do on CPU or GPU. You can publish on the Pico store, and you'll get a SecureMR badge on your app that'll allow users to know which are the apps that protect their privacy. The Unity SDK and native C and C++ APIs are available right now. So in summary, it's a privacy-first XR framework with performant perception features on device. It's the industry-first blueprint for responsible XRAI development. It's infinitely customizable with your own custom trained models or open source models that you can get from Hugging Face and other places. Please take a picture of this QR code. It gives you more information about SecureMR and where you can get demos, samples, and the SDKs. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Pico, for taking a very nice step towards bringing AI to XR. We really appreciate